A beautiful swimming pool, a well-equipped gym, clean and tidy 3-to-a-room accommodation. This is the showcase workers complex the government of Qatar had invited us to see. After years of criticism about their treatment of migrant workers, the Qataris want to show they are changing. Not surprisingly, residents here are happy.
Everything is good here. My lifestyle has changed. It's a better, more hygienic place to live.
On the other side of town, and away from our PR minders, we joined a busload of workers to see where the majority of migrants live now. Many have been here for years and endure the long hours and lack of holiday in order to send money back home. This housing is as good as it gets for them. We'd heard conditions elsewhere were far worse and set off to investigate. What we didn't know is that we were being followed by the state security service.
Our arrest was dramatic. 8 cars drove us off the road as we left the centre of Doha. The driver, translator, cameraman and I were treated like spies and interrogated separately by security officers. Our camera and footage was seized. We were cut off from the outside world and not allowed to make any calls. We spent 2 nights in a filthy prison. Intelligence officers showed us a dossier of photos of us working and socialising in town. We had been tailed from the moment we'd arrived. In handcuffs, we were hauled in front of a prosecutor. He accused us of disrespecting Qatar and threatened to throw us in jail for more nights to teach us a lesson. Then, just as suddenly as we'd been arrested, they let us go.
International media coverage of the treatment of low-skilled workers in Qatar is a constant irritation for the government.
Without visa, they can't work.
Hours after leaving prison, I met the Labour Minister, who had actually invited us to the country. I asked him whether the security services were being overly paranoid.
I am more paranoid than they are. I am facing it day in and day out, morning and evening. Sometimes I wake up at night, I open one of those international TV channels and there is Qatari executing workers in the street. I mean, the figures that we have, whatever small it is too much. But it is by far less what has been reported in international press.
Amnesty International's expert on Qatar is worried by the direction in which some sections of the government are heading.
10 minutes after the last time we met, we were arrested in Doha. Do you think this is part of a crackdown on the media?
I think it's certainly a case of intimidating media trying to expose the situation for migrant labour in Qatar. That's a serious concern. It's not the first time, as you know. It happened to a German film crew. We know of activists also being very fearful now in the country. You know, the best way for Qatar to address migrant labour abuse is to stop it, not to stop media trying to report on it.
As Qatar's World Cup approaches, the focus on migrant labour is only likely to increase. How this country handles the media as it prepares to host one of the world's most watched sporting events is now becoming a concern. Mark Lobel, BBC News.